Now we're still looking at the spread of monkeypox in the southern part of the country. 31 suspected cases are being looked at, and 7 states are affected so far. We have the Senior Registrar, Department of Community Health, Lagos State Teaching Hospital, LUTH, Dr. Velly Emina, with us in the studio. Good morning to you, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, I'm glad to be here.
All right, so let's look at the spread, easy spread of monkeypox. The incubation period and then the time frame in the body of the patient.
Okay, right now in Lagos, we have 2 suspected cases. As we speak, it's still suspected, it's not confirmed. When we say a suspected case, I mean, it looks like it, but nobody is 100% sure that this is what it is until the laboratory result comes out and say, okay, this is the result. Okay. So the incubation period for monkeypox ranges from averagely 6 to 16 days. It can also range from 5 to 21 days. And the rash that comes out 3 days after the onset of fever. Okay, and it takes 3 weeks to go off. But the disease itself is a viral disease, so it's self-limiting.
Even without treatment?
Yes, it's self-limiting, depending on the immunity of the individual. Some people can even be asymptomatic if the immunity is good enough. You don't even know, it doesn't even bring any symptom, but it's self-limiting.
Okay, so now maybe you should even try to paint a picture exactly so that those who don't know exactly what monkeypox is and how it is contracted can be better informed. What exactly is monkeypox and how do you catch it?
Okay, monkeypox is a viral disease or viral infection that is gotten from animals, monkeys, camels, and other wild animals. So the transmission is usually animal to man. They not have human to human. Animal to man, if you have an infected animal that come into contact with a human being, maybe they go to the bush to get bush meat, monkeys, and they are exposed to an infected monkey or infected camel or other animals. So from that, they get exposed to it, maybe through the blood, through contact with the animals. So it gets to man. So from man, then, it cannot get to another man through contact, either through direct contact or through indirect contact. By direct contact, that means I touch the person's body or the body's fluid or saliva or coher. Then indirect contact, maybe the clothing, the beddings of that person, I come into contact with a contaminated material from an infected person. So the person is exposed and can start developing those symptoms.
Is it an airborne disease?
Not really airborne like that, but it's from droplets.
Okay, so long aerosol contact.
Droplets, yes.
Okay.
If you're in close contact and body speaks, it can be in the saliva, so you can.
All right, so what are the symptoms? Earlier you mentioned fever as one of
them. We have fever, we have headache, intense headache. You have what we call leaf adenopathy. There are some organs in different parts of the body that get swollen if there's an infection. In monkeypox, it's distinct leaf adenopathy from the various places that you can have them. They can also have backache, muscle ache. Then from there, you can start having the rash, the skin eruption. Usually starts from the face, can goes to the palms, can goes to the leg and other parts of the body.
Okay, so now when a person has been treated, well, at least so far, thankfully, there are no fatalities.
Yes.
What happens with those rashes, what you call rashes? Or
those
things look like boils to me.
It pustules, yes.
Okay, yeah.
It goes from stages.
So what happens? Do they clear off completely or do the scars remain?
They should clear off completely.
Okay.
They should clear off completely. At least after 3 weeks, they should.
All right, we have Foladele with us now to tell us what the Nigerians are saying about monkeypox.
What do they even know about it?
Exactly.
Foladele.
Like
Good morning,
Good
morning, Doctor. Okay, this one is very sad because here we go again. Another thing to worry about. Another, it was Ebola, now it's monkeypox. Tomorrow, we hope there won't be another pox. But let's see what Nigerians are saying. Judge says, to everyone who eats monkey, please stop for now, as this disease is called monkeypox, and animals spread them. Be careful.
Yeah.
Neo Rise says, chickenpox, bird flu, Lassa fever, Ebola, monkeypox, python dance, crocodile smile. Have we offended the gods of the animal kingdom? Or
now,
what?
why are those two in the same category with real diseases?
Because
Python
animals are
dance and
involved.
crocodile
Because
smile?
animals are involved. Exactly.
Animals are involved.
Nigerians are very creative when it comes to making
When it comes to things like this, we'll find laughter in everything,
everything.
serious or not.
Yeah.
TV Balogu says, what? Monkeypox is in Lagos?
Yeah, really shocking.
Damlola Abraham says, plus one problem to think about.
Yeah.
Eliam Victor says, not surprised if Ebola came all the way from Liberia to Nigeria through air. Monkeypox will not find it difficult to take road transport to Lagos. Wale Adetono says, guys, please stay away from bushmeat. Prince Jimmy says, the Nigerian army have come to wipe Biafrans out with monkeypox. Biafrans beware. Of course, everyone has a conspiracy theory with everything like this, so we'll just move on from that. But someone talked about bushmeat. Is that something to worry about in a time like this?
Yes, I think because monkey is one of the bushmeats that people get and eat. So, yes, from there, if the monkey is infected, yes, you're exposed.
Wow. So no more.
So we can avoid it for
those
now,
who love
please.
heroin,
But if
yeah.
you cannot avoid it, protect yourself. Put on clothing, gloves, aprons before you go get them.
All right, so
If you can.
Oh wait, sorry.
Okay.
Aziza, wait, if you cannot avoid to eat, if you cannot avoid eating them,
Yes, then
yourself.
protect yourself. Yes,
But you would still
wear a complete kit if you need to, because you don't know which one is infected.
Okay.
So from head to toe, protect yourself. If you love bushmeat so much that you cannot do without.
But how
So
do
if
you
I kit
protect
up
your
and go
tongue?
and buy it.
No, not you. We're talking about those that the hunters that go get them.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
that's what I wanted to
Yes,
ask.
and if the bushmeat is infected, we cook it thoroughly. You should cook it thoroughly. Yes, but if you can avoid it, please, for now,
Stay away from it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Are Nigerian medical practitioners well trained at this time to handle infectious diseases as this? Because we already heard that in Bayelsa some medical personnel were involved as well, affected. So almost per time this happens and then medical personnel gets involved.
Yeah, that is the risk that comes with the job. Yeah, because in the process we're trying to take care of people.
All right, before you continue for that, let's
You want to let me go?
take your lead.
do that. All right.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you can go.
Okay,
Yes.
so in the process of you taking care of people, at some point or the other, you're also exposed to diseases and infections. So being a doctor at this time, it's very interesting. Okay, so but as healthcare providers, we need to protect ourselves. And I think the government should do a lot. And we should not even think of going on strike. So the strike issues,
Now you just
seriously,
touched on a very, very
please.
sensitive
Really,
one there.
they should do everything to make the healthcare practitioner motivated. Their welfare. Kids need to protect themselves because I have children. I have husband. I have
We
relatives.
still
that
remember late
even when
Stella
I can-
Adadebo.
Yeah.
I can never go home to my people and they can also be exposed. So everyone should be under training and retraining, good welfare package, you know, things to make us motivated. I was involved in Ebola. A lot of people were running away, but we all can't just run away. Some people need to get the work done. So we need to be motivated.
So how are you able to protect yourself in the case of Ebola?
Yeah.
And what kind of protective kits are even available now as we speak?
Yeah, well, I think we have the complete kits. You can see, I saw one of your pictures.
Yes.
Screen. Yes. There's the head to toe kits. It was brought in, and I think we still have them. The goggles, the aprons, the headgear, gloves, and all that. We still yes. So,
So the days of no handshakes,
Yes, we are in
sanitizers
Exactly.
are back.
Yes.
Now that
And
is really
hand washing.
and hand washing. That is really where the problem is. Once we're done with monkeypox, and then we all go to bed. Both the health practitioners, government, everybody involved, individuals.
Exactly.
Shouldn't this be a constant, continuous sense of cleanliness and hygiene that it becomes part of us?
Absolutely. You cannot overemphasize that. We should not even stop the culture of hand washing, sanitizer. You know, during Ebola, you go to banks, you will see thermometer, you will see sanitizer, you will see water, and after some time,
They are not refilled.
they are not there. They just don't replace them. But I think we need to maintain that culture. It's just good personal hygiene, good environmental hygiene. It's good, and it saves a lot of headaches.
And talking about the culture, really, it seems to be the culture of the Nigerian health sector to engage in preventive, not to even engage in preventive measures or proactive measures. It's always about, you know, solving the problem when it's already at your doorstep.
We call it fire brigade here.
Approach, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, in Nigeria right now, preventive medicine is not really at the forefront, okay? But we are open that we'll get there, because in other countries like US, UK, they pay more attention to preventive medicine because prevention is cheaper and it's easier. But we are open that at one point we should get to that level where preventive medicine gets priority. I'm in community health department, and majorly we talk about prevention. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, and that should be key. Curative should just be maybe 10% or 15%. Preventive should be at the forefront. And if a preventive medicine if it's even in the forefront, some of these things we will reduce the burden for the clinicians. True. Do you understand? Yes. So we're open that probably the government will buy more into preventive medicine and pay more attention to it than curative.
And now we're hearing from the Health Minister, Isaac Adewale, that there are no vaccines available at all. And many people actually will be surprised, based on our report there, that it's actually the third time that this disease is showing up in Nigeria, and yet there are no measures in place to actually check it. So now that there are no vaccines, what is the management system in place to actually ensure that there are no fatalities?
Majorly supportive treatment. Okay, when somebody is exposed or feels official suggestive of monkeypox, the first thing is you go to the health center or health facility closest to you. From there, they should get the DSNO involved, because each local government has a disease surveillance officer that should be notified and say, we are thinking this patient, any epidemics, anything, whether it's Ebola, whether it's Lassa fever, whether it's cholera, whatever it is, they should notify the DSNO, the disease surveillance officer, who in return we involve the state's epidemiologists, and so like that, which is for the federal government, WHO, and other agencies. So but from at the local government level, they should go into action, get the patient's blood, and start what we call the contact tracing. What people, that in that case, people that have come in contact with that person. So from there, they'll kick up like the surveillance. They will get that patient, that one, for the meantime, before the result comes out, into an isolation ward, where the person movement is restricted. Just stay there until the incubation period.
Okay,
so
all right.
They do all sorts of treatments. If there's heart fever, you give something to bring the fever, the pain, bring something to give her the pain, and all that.
And with the hope that the patient gets out of the problem pretty soon. So
at least right now, there's
supporting them and wishing them good luck.
I hope it stays that way. Emina Velly Alero, Doctor, a Senior Registrar, Department Community Health, Lagos University Teaching Hospital. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.